Okay, guys, welcome to the webinar. My name is Jeff Mills, and I'm so glad you guys took time out of your busy schedule to just tune in. The competitive advantage that I'm now bringing to the table is I have something called the Smart Pixel. And there's a saying that says, are you marketing to the haystack or are you marketing to the needle? So imagine with me a haystack, and I don't know where this saying ever came from. Like, why would someone be looking for a needle in the haystack? Does anyone know like why that was ever invented? Did some person drop a needle in a haystack and it was such a big deal they just like had to go looking for it? But evidently it's the phrase, right? So most people who are doing marketing with Facebook, Google, and all these ad platforms, they're doing what's called haystack marketing. They're just trying to blast an ad out to as many people as possible, not really targeted very well, and they ended up spending a bunch of money and not getting a lot of results. They get frustrated, they quit. Has anyone ever experienced that? Has anyone ever spent a bunch of money on an ad platform? They didn't get a lot of leads, they didn't get a lot of sales, they didn't get a lot of anything, and it was just a big waste of their money, right? So that's very frustrating. I hate when that happens. So is there a better way? Is there a way, instead of just marketing looking at a haystack, what if you put a giant magnet, a huge, very powerful magnet, right above the haystack, turn the magnet on, and all the needles got sucked up? But not just all the needles. What if in that haystack there was red needles and blue needles, black needles, purple needles, yellow needles, orange needles? Let's say you turn the magnet on and you didn't want you didn't want all the needles. You just wanted the red ones. So you're so good at your marketing and your targeting, and your data is so tight and so specific. You turn the magnet on, and all the red needles go to the top, out of the haystack, and right to the top of the magnet. And now you're like message market match, like on fire. Okay, that's what we have. That's the technology that we have access to in about 40 different verticals, that we can take that data, upload that data with permission into Facebook, all right, and then run ads to people who are red hot, who are in market, ready to make purchases. So the way it works right now is we don't know who people are. We don't know on Facebook who they are when we're marketing to them. We know it's just like some arbitrary, algorithm and identifier that Facebook tracks. All these people are clicking on your ads. You say, hey, Facebook, run an ad to people who love German Shepherds. And it does its best to show the ad to what they think are German Shepherd lovers, right? But what if you could see the identity of those people? Wouldn't that be important if you actually could know the identity, like a name or a specific email address? Wouldn't that be incredible if you actually could get even deeper data that's true, that's people-based instead of cookie-based? What is the difference between people-based and cookie-based? We'll talk about that in a second. And all of a sudden, now you know exactly who you're marketing to, and your pixel is so smart that you're only showing ads to people who are what's called in-market. Okay, do you guys know what the word in-market means? So let's break those definitions down. So people-based versus cookie. A browser tracks everything you do on the internet with a cookie. People-based marketing tracks specific people and what they do based on their devices, their mobile phones, their tablets, their computers, and other outside factors that identify people based on their surfing and browsing behavior that is different than a cookie. A cookie is just like a little piece of code that tracks you as you go from website to website. And over time, the cookie and the keyword can kind of identify people who are in market to make a purchase. Let's break that down. Let's say you are in market to buy a Chevy Corvette, okay? You're a Corvette lover. So you start surfing on a bunch of websites for doing research about buying a Corvette, right? And as you do that, the cookie-based system, the people-based system start to track you because there's little pixels on these websites that you go to. And as you go to these websites, it starts to build a profile of people who are visiting those profiles, those websites, and that pixel gets more and more data in it. And as you keep going from Corvette website to Corvette website, then you start going to dealership websites. Then you start going to Auto Trader magazine. And then you start going to more dealer websites. What happens in people-based marketing is we're actually able to identify who those people are based on what's called a hash. I'll explain that in a second. And we know when they're in market, ready to purchase that Corvette. Now that's pretty incredible. We'll know with certainty that someone is about to buy something. Now, who would you rather show your ad to? Someone who's in market, about to purchase, or someone who just has a general interest, right? So in market means they're about to make a purchase. They're very close to making a purchase. They have a history of making purchases in certain things. Now, Facebook and Google AdWords like to tell people they understand in market, but the data is old. It's not recent data. It's not current. So it's old in market data. They're trying to get it to be faster with people making right now purchases. So we have a super smart pixel that tracks people across about 120 million people in the United States. And we know between 10 and 30 million of those people, we know exactly who they are and exactly what they do and what they're buying and what they're into. And with permission, privacy concerns, no concerns here because it's all private, it's all hashed, it's encrypted, no one sees who they are. We can then take those files of people, upload them into Facebook ads, because we have permission, because we're the company that owns the data. So since we own the data, we can do this. We can upload the data into our Facebook account and run ads to those people who are in market to make purchases in 40 different verticals. Did that make sense? Did I kind of make that? That might be kind of complicated for some people. So people-based marketing is based on three components. It's the smart pixel tracking everyone's movements across all their browsers and their smartphones and the apps they use and the things they interact with people online, offline. It's this massive data network of 125 million people that we're tracking. And we have their full contact records. We have the demographics about them. We know a lot of information about them. And we can see their past purchase behavior, okay? So as people make purchases, step two, it's signaled to our pixel notes it, and it takes that data and it adds it to this thing called a hash file. I'll show you what a hash file looks like. You're going to love it when you see it. And then in that hash file is actually an email address. There's actually an email address encoded, encrypted in this hash file. And we have permission to take that hash file and upload it into Facebook. Facebook can read it. Google can read it. YouTube custom audiences can read this hash file and interpret the data and create a custom audience based on that data. Okay, that's people-based marketing, you guys. So as people go from websites, the smart pixel gets triggered. We figure out the people are in market to make purchases, and then we drive those people to our marketing funnel, right? By putting an ad on Facebook, putting an ad on YouTube to a custom audience. It drives our cost per customer acquisition down because now that we're talking to people who are super targeted because they want to buy something, right? As we talk to those people who are super targeted because they're in market to purchase, and then we show them an ad that's exactly what they're looking for because we know, then when they go through our funnel, our conversions go sky high. And our cost to acquire a customer can be driven down by 75 to 25%. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want to pay 25 to 75% more when you market, or would you rather pay 75 to 25% less? Obviously, the answer is you want to pay as little as you can to acquire a new customer, right? So the competitive advantage puts my clients, the people that work with Traffic Mills, in a Huge advantage because we are now marketing to the needles instead of just marketing to this gigantic haystack of data. We are now just going message, market, match on steroids. You guys liking that? Give me a bunch of ones if you think that's really cool. Just throw a bunch of ones up in the chat box if you think that's really cool, the smart pixel data, what you can do with this stuff. So everybody is going through a funnel. They're all looking for something to buy on the internet, right? So, this is like the interest funnel, the demand funnel. People really don't know they're interested. 30% of people don't know they're interested. 30% think they aren't interested in buying something. 30% are not really thinking about buying something. About 7% are interested in actually making a purchase, and 3% are ready to purchase. What if you could run ads just to the 3% and cut out 97% of the fluff that don't really care about your offer? Let's say you're selling jewelry. What if you could show your ad to people who are in market, always purchasing jewelry online, and you knew that that was an in-market group? What if you could run an ad to people who are into solar and they wanted to make solar purchases? They're doing research. What if you wanted to run an ad to people who are interested in flooring? What if you wanted to run an ad to people who are interested in buying or selling their house? And then put them through a funnel. If they're interested in buying a house, you introduce them to a real estate agent. Or if they're interested in selling the house, again, you match them up with somebody in the real estate niche so that they can connect to somebody and find a real estate agent to represent their house and sell it for them, right? So this technology is out there. And the cool thing about this technology is it avoids fraud. I don't know if you guys ever heard of click fraud. He's a bad person. So click fraud is a guy, it's not really a guy, but it's bots. And if you guys ever don't know about this, there are a ton of bots on Facebook. They're not human beings. And the bots are clicking on your ads and spending your money. That sucks. That sucks, losing your hard-earned income to robots who don't really click on buy on anything. But yet there is so much click fraud happening right now on these platforms. It's just staggering. And there's not a lot of things you can do about it unless you can prove that a bot, was clicking on your ads. There's certain technology out there that you can go buy it and you can install it and you can actually track it. And then you can go to Facebook and say, Facebook, look how much money you charged me. And look at all these bots that went through my funnels. They're not even real people. And they'll give you a refund. So our smart pixel is people-based. It's not bots. It's actual human beings. So when we upload that data into Facebook and say, Facebook, show this ad to these people, it's actually real people who will see it, not bots. So we, again, drive the cost to acquire a lead or a customer down and increase the revenue of our clients so they get a better cost per lead, right? That's the name of the game. All right, now here's what a hash file looks like. Isn't that exciting? Wow, that is just beautiful. That's like looking at a painting, isn't it? Like a beautiful sunset. Now that's just me being a little crazy because this is a hash file. Every single row you see, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth, all those numbers are encoded, encrypted customers. And every customer, based on the vertical that we're scoring, let's say they're in the market to purchase a car. So we're lead scoring all those customers to know how much in market they are on a scale from 1 to 10. The higher the number, the more they're ready to make a purchase. The lower the number, the less interested they are. So we could categorize these lead scores of hash files of people in market and then only take the 7, 8, 9s, 10s and run ads to those people because they're ready to buy. Therefore, driving your costs down. You can't read this hash file. You can never see what's behind it. You can't see the name, the email, the phone number, the address of the customers, but computers can. And that's all data private. It's all privacy, no concerns there. Everything is encrypted, and only the people and the systems that are having permission know how to read these files, okay? We're going to wrap it up here in just a few moments, you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the webinar. But, you need to be thinking omni-channel. okay? You can't just be a one-trick pony if you're going to survive in the future, maybe apocalyptic economy of some of the things that are happening with the data that's out there. You need to be running ads on multiple channels, social media, mobile, websites, call centers, print, email, physical, and having your ads in multiple places, text, mobile phones with push messages, desktop push messages. I don't know if you guys heard about ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels convention was a couple weeks ago, and they have a new platform called Actionetics Multidimensional, where as people opt into your ClickFunnels, you can send them a text message, you can call them on a phone, you can send them a push message, you could hook them up to a Facebook chat bot, and you're multi-dimensionally, multi-channeling the connections and touching them at multiple points across multiple channels. So they're seeing you everywhere they go, they see your product. Therefore, in lowering your cost to acquire a lead and a customer and increasing your profits. You need to be doing multi-channel, omni-channel, multi-dimensional marketing in the future if you're going to be a big player in the game. So that's my presentation, you guys. How can I help you guys? How can I be of service to you to help you get more leads, traffic, and sales? So trafficmills.com is my digital agency. It's my website that we use to service customers, to build funnels, to drive Facebook ads. And I just want to see, how I can help you guys. And so, we're going to take some Q&A here, just general questions about anything we cover on the webinar. See what you guys have some comments about. And then I will give you guys an offer. You don't have to make there's no big purchases or anything like that, but I will make an offer for those of you who stick around because you might be interested in what I've got. Okay, let's see. Does membership give the purchaser access to someone to do this? I really need someone to do the work of managing my people AdWords. Yeah, so Linda's asking, Traffic Mills manages all this for you. So Traffic Mills builds the funnels, it does the Facebook ads, it does Google advertising, it does the pixel-based marketing, it puts people into the audiences, loads those audiences up into your accounts, and then runs ads to those in-market prospects for you. Because only agencies can do this. Individuals cannot do this. Individuals cannot get access to this in-market smart pixel data and use it for themselves. But my agency can. And there's not a lot of agencies that can do that. It's very, very, very small handful that can. So we've got, for me, what do I offer that makes me different from all the other digital agencies out there is I have the smart pixel. There's a dime a dozen of people who can build funnels. There's a lot of funnel builders out there. There's a lot of Facebook ads managers and Google ads managers. There's a lot of guys doing that, but not any of them are doing smart data pixel-based marketing, people-based marketing. So we offer that, and we can service you guys, my list, my customers, people who are watching this webinar. We can service you and run and manage your ad and become your marketing agency. I was looking the other day, what does it cost for a company to hire a marketing director for their company, right? So average companies will pay $40,000 to $125,000 a year to someone to be their marketing director who runs their social media, runs their Facebook ads. Like big, corporations will pay a lot of money for that. But when you take someone like me as a client or a customer or a partnership or a team, you add us to your marketing team, your cost is significantly reduced. So I told you earlier we had a client that came in for $36,000. Think of that as a year's salary for a marketing team. So they're basically paying a year's worth of salary, $36,000 for a year, for me to become their marketing partnership, and we do all their ads for them. So that's a significant reduction compared to $40,000 to $125,000. We're actually saving these companies a lot of money by giving them costs. So our costs vary from $15,000, $25,000, $40,000 in those ranges, and it could be a little bit lower than that based on what we're doing for certain companies, certain niches, certain how much we have to set up, how much you already have in place. But the average cost is around $15,000 for 90 days. to $25,000 for 6 months to $40,000 for a year, just to give you a ballpark of what we charge for doing this for other companies. But we do have promotions, we do have scholarships, we do have unique ways that we can work with people, and we want to engage you guys to see if we might be able to do something for you. I'd love to be able to be your strategic marketing partner to help your company grow. So yeah, Linda, we do that. There will not be data privacy concerns with SmartPixel if a hacker can get a hold of the hash file. So, you know, data is protected. It's stored according to the rules and the laws. Can hackers get into things? You know, you see it every day, right? Is any data really secure? At this point in my life, I've just kind of given up being concerned about people stealing my identity, and because if they want to, they will, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we heard about Panera recently was getting hacked, and they had, you know, a couple million people hacked all the buyer files from Panera, right? Well, that's a big deal. Data is going to get hacked, you guys. You can do all you can to protect it, but someone's going to find a way to crack it and get into it. But we're going to do best practices and all the safeguards to make sure that it doesn't ever fall into the wrong hands. And we're going to be responsibly using it, ethically using it, and full privacy concerns according to the law. There's certain laws you got to follow when using private data. And we are in compliance with that because we own the data. Our company and our agency owns and has permission and strategic partnerships that share and work with this data as a cooperative, okay? Okay, so good questions, you guys. Great questions here. How can we get access to my Smart Pixel? You have to hire Traffic Mills, and we have to look at your business and do an assessment and find out what it is you're doing. So, which leads me to the next question. We're going to take you guys, if those who are interested, we'd love to have you apply to do a strategy call with me. And we're going to take a deposit to do this, a $97 deposit. So at this point is where I want to make my special offer for you guys. And that is this. If you want Traffic Mills to build your funnel, manage your Facebook ads, put a Smart Pixel in place to build in-market purchasers for your products and services, we need to have a conversation to find out if you're a match for doing business with us. And we also want to find out and work with you and give you a very good strategy call about things you're doing in your business to find out what your problems are, finding out what your roadblocks are, finding out what your goals that you're missing are, and see if we might be a cog in a wheel or a round block and a round hole that fits perfectly for your company to help you get where you want to go. Because maybe you're just not getting there on your own and you need some help. Like I said, our costs are very expensive. We're not the cheapest business in town, but we are one of the best. And you want to be working with companies that understand marketing, funnels, and you know, we make it make sense so that if you do business with us, you're going to see a pretty huge ROI. I'll give you an example. One of our customers is a Christian ministry behemoth. She's huge. She's massive across the world. People follow this woman and all of her teachings. And we've generated for her almost $500,000 in membership sales in the last 9 months at a cost of around $60,000 to $70,000 in ad spend. She's produced almost $500,000 in sales and money back in her own pocket, all from Facebook ads, running people through a traffic funnel. So is that a good investment for her to spend $70,000 to generate almost $500,000? It's amazing. Now, can we do that for every customer? No. Okay. Some a little bit less than that, some a lot less than that. But we're always working with you to find out what your costs are, what your profit margins are. So you'll never do business with us if it doesn't make sense and your numbers don't work. We'd never do that to you. We'd always discover before you ever make any purchases with us to make sure that you've got high profit margins, your ad spends are covered, our costs to manage your accounts are covered, and you can get a pretty high ROI. So this is not a one-stop shop. This doesn't work for everybody. That's why we're being very particular about using a deposit application. So why are we asking you guys to use an application? Because we want to find out if you're a fit to work with us. And we're not looking for a one-size, one-stop shop for everybody, because there's only certain verticals we're going to work in. We want to research you. We want to find out a little bit about you before we talk to you. We want to learn about your products and services and try to understand you and your business model before we even charge you any money. So the application process and the strategy call allows us to do that. It also jumpstarts moving people into our funnel who are actually really serious versus curious. You won't, I mean, all of you understand that you only want to talk to serious people in your business, right? You only want to sell people services who are serious and who need what you have, right? So we are able to eliminate the curious and just go right to the serious and move people to the front of the line, because we actually have, people waiting to do business with us, and we can move you to the front of the line because you're more serious and financially qualified than somebody else who's not. And we want to work with those people and get you to the front of the line so we can start working on your funnels, getting people through your ads, and building your business quickly. And what the deposit means is, it means you have money, basically. We don't want to do a free application and have a bunch of people do a free assessment and they're not even remotely ready for us yet, right? There's a lot of people on this call who are not even close to being ready for what we have. And that's just fine. I wish we could work together, but you're not ready for us yet. There's others who are watching this presentation like, this is exactly what I need, or I know somebody that needs Jeff, that needs traffic mills. I'm going to refer them to watch this presentation because they need to be doing what Jeff's doing. They've got some money. You know what? We could hook you up with some referral fees. So call me, connect with me. Let me know if you've got a tribe of people that need my services, and we will gladly refer you 20% of the business if you've got people who need what we have, okay? Because we are taking on the world here, and we're changing the world and improving businesses just by leaps and bounds. It's on steroids. And we need everybody to help out. So I can't do it all, one-man show. So if you want to become a part of our affiliate family, our influencer family, and help people find this presentation, reach out to me, fill out the application, just talk to me. Serious people. We want to work with people who have money, who are in market and ready to make purchases. So what we do is we run your Facebook ads, we build your marketing funnels, your webinar funnels, your product funnels, your e-commerce funnels, your book sales funnels, your coaching funnels, your event funnels. That's what we build, and we're really good at it. And we're always looking to get better at it. We got a great group of people working with Traffic Mills who are experts at funnel building. So you're not going to get crappy designs. You're not going to get poor websites. You're going to get best practices that work, okay? And we do this smart pixel targeting that we kind of broke down today, and we market to people who are in market, ready to make purchases. We also do coaching consulting as part of our packages. We work with you weekly, daily. We get on calls. We answer your questions. We talk strategy together. We go through marketing plans. Everything's processed and systemized, so it's a really beautiful system. Now, some of you who aren't ready for this yet, here's what I got for you. There are many people on this webinar or watching this webinar on the replay. Like, damn, man, I want to do this. I wish I could do this. I just don't have the money. My credit's shot. I want to spend the money, but I don't have any money. I don't have access to money. So here's what we can do. You've got to get on a path to getting what you want in life. There's many of you who are on a path, and you're just butting your head against the wall over and over and over again for years and years and years. You've been broke. For years and years and years and years, you've maybe gone through bankruptcy. You have all these financial challenges. Your credit is shot. Guess what? You can fix that. You can fix it, and it's not expensive at all. So if you got like a credit score below 650, and maybe you're in the 500s or the 400s, and you got all these dings about you, guess what? We have strategic partnerships who can go in and fix your credit and start increasing your credit score and get you to a 650 credit score within, most cases, within 90 to 180 days. So 3 months to a half a year, we can get your credit repair so good that you will have people giving you money and loaning you money to run a business. Okay, the biggest problem most of you have who are broke right now, you're not making money in what you're doing currently, and you've got bad credit, and that's keeping you from getting money you need to run your business. There's a lot of people who believe different things about credit. There's certain people who say, oh, good people don't need credit to make their businesses work. And I think that's a bunch of BS, okay? I don't believe that. I think smart people leverage other people's money to get what they want in life. And when they make good decisions through well thought out plans and consulting, they can see how getting a $50,000 loan or getting a $100,000 loan to make a business work is actually a great thing when they can turn it into a $500,000 back on the back end, pay off that $100,000 loan, pay off their expenses, and put a couple $100,000 in their pocket in a best case scenario. But it starts, you guys, with getting your credit repaired. So engage with me if you need to get your credit fixed, because we can fix your credit, because then that leads you to the next phase, which is getting business funding. Right now, I can fund every single one of you watching this webinar and give you, if your credit score is correctly 650 or higher, I can give you up to $350,000. Now, you're not going to need all that, right? But imagine having some money for ad spend, for funnel building services, to get our pixel, for our consulting fees, getting it covered. Imagine if you were able to use business funding to get that done, okay? So you all can participate with me some way, shape, or form and get on the path. Some of you, you're ready to go right now. You're going to fill out the application, and you're going to get a strategy call with us. You're going to pay $97 to get that strategy call. It's refundable, meaning at the end of that strategy call, if we cannot help you, we're going to give you your $97 back, and we'll maybe put you into credit repair, or we'll see about business funding so you're getting yourself prepared on the path. That's how it works, you guys. You're going to go to this website, go.trafficmills.com/book. Go to that website. I'm going to put this into the chat box here. And you guys can click on the link here. I'm just going to add it to the chat box. All right, that should work. There it is, sent. So if you're watching live on the webinar right now, in the chat box, there's a link you can click on that'll take you to the place to pay your $97 deposit. After you pay your $97 deposit, which is refundable, again, if you decide that what we do for you is not right for you, we're going to give you your $97 back. So you're not going to be out any money today. There's really no cost to be using our consulting today. It's just something we do to make sure we're talking to serious people. Obviously, if you're serious, you can afford a $97 deposit. We're going to give it right back to you if you're not qualified. And if you are qualified and you want to do business with us, we can take that $97 and we can apply it to your first payment when you're going to do business with us. So we'll just add it as like a discount to the existing services that we're going to end up doing with you as your marketing team. So once you make your purchase, you guys, and go to this website, you're going to land on a page after you're done with your purchase, and it's going to look like this. Please click the green button. Please listen to me what I'm telling you right now. Everyone listen to me. Hey, don't get distracted. Go to the link, make your purchase for $97. Then after you're done, it's going to land on a page that looks like this. You've got to go to this next step. Click on the green button. That's going to take you to the page where you can fill out the application and book a time on our calendar and meet with myself, my business partner, Brian, and we will spend 20 minutes with you or so to strategize with you, find out about your biggest problems and hurdles that's facing your business right now, and see if Traffic Mills is a solution for you. Okay, that's how simple this is, you guys. We'd love to be able to help every single one of you on this call. Unfortunately, I can't. I might be able to help 6 or 7 of you. This year, I'm looking to help 20 people. That's it. Because we're going to help those 20 people build a 6- and 7-figure business. That's our goal. 20 people to 6 and 7 figures. Maybe you're one of those 20 people. Maybe you've got a business that's in your mind, you know, and you're still thinking about getting started. It's probably not for you. But those of you who've got proven funnels that have already worked, but you just ran out of ad spend. Your ad spend's just stopped working. You got great funnels that used to work, used to make a bunch of sales, but all of a sudden it stopped. We can invigorate your campaigns and get you back on track. We can optimize things. We can use the Smart Pixel to get you in front of a new audience that you never had seen your funnel before and optimize your funnel and make it better. We really want to work with those kind of people first, people who already have existing things that just are broken and not doing what they're supposed to do. the funnels aren't working like they're supposed to do, their ads aren't working like they're supposed to do, we can come in there and optimize it and make an improvement. And we'll find out before we even work with you and charge you $1 or a dime beyond the application fee. We'll find out if we can do something for you before we even ask for your money. So we're not going to take your money and bring you on as a client if we can't help you. We're not going to guess. We're going to know with certainty, okay? The second layer of clients that we can service is clients who maybe need something to get started, and maybe they've got a little bit of an idea of a funnel and they've kind of hacked their way around a few things, but they're just not getting it finished. So if you already got a great product and a great funnel that you've kind of hacked around with, but it's just not even close to being done, we can come in here and finish it for you and make it better for you and manage it for you and get you on your way to making money, okay? And it's all based on what your market is. So we're going to assess you. We're going to consult with you. We're going to do a strategy call with you. And we're going to find out if you're right to do business with Traffic Mills. And again, very, very, very small percentage of you are ready for this. But I'm sure there's a burning spirit in you right now that's saying, I got to do this. I need Jeff Mills and Traffic Mills. I need his team. I need somebody who knows marketing, who understands numbers, who understands data, who understands funnels. I need them to help me grow my company. That's what Chris did, my real estate customer who came and joined us today. He saw that we can help him get to $1 million in 1 year through his funnel that we're going to build with him. And he wants that. For $36,000, he's going to get that. And a year from now, he's going to be a part of the 2 Comma Club and walk on stage at the ClickFunnels event and get his big trophy plaque saying he's a part of the 2 Comma Club. That is our goal for him. And you know what? I hope we blow past it and do like $2 or $3 million for him. But he's on board, okay? And he is rooting for us, and he can't wait to get started. And I can't wait to get started with him as well. We've got our other clients that we've done over $500,000, close to $500,000 in sales on a $70,000 ad spend. We've got our essential oils client. They've generated over almost $75,000 in DVD sales, you guys, $20 DVD sales. And they've done almost 6 figures in 4 months with us managing that funnel for them. We've got other clients we're working with who are having great success and building leads, getting lead lists built, marketing products and services to those leads, running ads to those customers, making sales. I use it. I eat my own dog food, the saying is, I do the same things I do for my clients, I do for my own products and services. I love what I do, and I would love to help you guys get where you need to be as a serious business owner. So that's all I got to say for you guys is I'd love to have a chat with you, myself and Brian. Get with us on the assessment, get that strategy call, put a $97 deposit down, click on the green button after you go through the purchase, because then that'll take you to our booking form where you can book a time on my calendar. I'm getting notifications like left and right on my computer right now, so I know many of you are doing this. So congratulations to all of you who are seeing opportunity to get where you want to go and to remove the obstacles and the blocks that have stopped you from going further. We're the solution team. We're the hero team. We're the good guys that are going to come in and save the day and make your life story a better story. Because I'm sick and tired of the hurting people not making it happen out there. And for lack of trying, lack of knowledge, lack of finances, I've got a solution for every single person that's on this call. You either get your credit fixed, you get some funding, or you're already qualified and you can do this. We can work with all of you. So let me take some Q&A and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, whoops, I went all the way to the top of the list of questions. All right, so good questions, you guys. First of all, did you guys enjoy the webinar? Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's pretty high-level stuff, right? Wow, it's like some of you are like, wow, I didn't know I was going to get a webinar all about data and facts and figures and statistics, and that stuff just makes me super excited. But some of you are like, boring. This is boring stuff. I get it. Hey, everyone's got their own pleasures that get them excited, but this stuff just drives me crazy, insane fun. All right, so do I work with agencies? Unfortunately, Andrew, I do not work with agencies. we can't provide our smart pixel to other agencies. We can only provide it to consumers. So it's something that's kind of an exclusive deal. It's an exclusive club here. So unfortunately, we cannot provide an agency like us to use our smart pixel, and they use it to supply that smart pixel to their agencies. But you can work with me as a white label for your funnel building, for your ads management. I can white label that, and we can do fulfillment for you in that regard. If you need an agency to help you that way, reach out, set up a time on our calendar, put a $97 deposit in, and see if we can do some business together in other ways. But we cannot help you as an agency in the Smart Pixel. Will this work business to business? Absolutely works business to business. This works both ways. It works B2C and it works B2B. Okay, business to consumer, business to business, it works and all that. And the Smart Pixel works really good with consumers because we're tracking all these consumers who are in market to make certain buying decisions every day in these 40 different verticals that we kind of, surf around in. And we've got really strong data on those 40 verticals that are people who are consumers ready to make purchases. All right, next question. Do you create the funnel? Yep, we build the funnels. My team builds the funnels. I just now entered the webinar. I know that it has been going on for 2 hours. Is there a replay? Yeah, we'll send a replay out. And we just hit the 2-hour mark. Can you work with other agencies? Andrew's like asking me, can you work with agencies? Can you work with agencies? So Andrew, hopefully I answered that question for you. Thanks, Jeff. You sure are driven and have a great webinar offer. Time well spent. Thank you for the feedback. So does Josh work with agencies? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he does with Josh. I haven't actually spoken to him. I work with other partners that are part of the family of people who have access to this pixel. Let's see here. Shall email you, have some ideas around an objective. Okay, you can email me if you have questions. Maybe you don't want to set up a $97 refundable deposit. I prefer you did that way. That's the best use of my time, is just to book an appointment and let's just talk. And again, if it's 20 minutes just to explore some ideas, and if we don't work out, I'm just going to refund your $97. So it's, don't worry about spending $97 just to have 20 minutes of my time. It's going to be the best money you ever spent if it leads to good things for you down the road. Okay, Linda says she's got a date and time booked for tomorrow. This will confuse things. I signed up for. No, Linda, if you have to sign up for a second time because it's a better time for you, I'll disregard the first time you booked and set up. We'll get together with you on the second time. Okay, no problem. Are you only looking to work for people who have high-end products? It makes sense for high-end products because you have a lot more margin to make more profits, because there's a lot of cost, right? Like when I showed you guys $15,000, $25,000, $40,000 is what our customers are paying us to do this. You can't make a lot of money if your profit margin is $10, in a sale, unless you're going to sell hundreds of thousands of products, right? Most people aren't in that spot. So high tickets work better, but it's a case-by-case situation. We'll take every customer, we'll take a look at your product family, we'll get to know you and your business as we do our strategy call together, learn about what you're doing, and if the numbers make sense, then we'd recommend you would do it. And we're going to know that together up front, so you're never going to spend any money with us on a deal that could potentially hurt you, because I'm pretty capable when I see this. I know markets that work and markets that don't work. So just book a time, get on our deposit for $97, book a time on our calendar, and let's just talk about your business and see if it's a fit. And if it's not, we're just going to refund your money back, and it's no big deal. So Linda, just tell me what time, email me back the specific time, because you'll get an email from the system. Just email me back to make sure I have the correct time you wanted to book it at, so we're all there at the right time. Okay, so if there's any other questions, you guys have any questions, throw them in the Q&A box here. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the webinar, and we're just going to hang out here for like another 60 seconds or so and answer a few more questions. And if there's no more questions after a few comments, then we're going to let you guys go and you'll be on your way. So throw your questions in the Q&A box there if you have questions about any of the presentation tonight, today. I do appreciate everyone's time. I hope you learned some things today that is important for you as a business owner or someone who's looking to become a significant business owner. Those of you who are established businesses and you've been in the business for a long time, you've got access to funds, you've got access to money, and you've got some ideas, and you don't know how to put things in place, consider Traffic Mills as your digital marketing agency and someone who can come alongside of you and help you guys grow. We're doing some great things, and we're really excited about the future, and we're really excited about where it's going to go for you as a business owner with the things that we can do for you. So it's just like right now is like the best time to be in this industry, and it's the best time to be doing business online and driving sales and getting new leads and customers and impacting the world in a positive way. I certainly believe in giving back, and as you begin to build your business and make more money, you're not just hoarding the money, but you're using that money to bless other people, to impact charities. Russell Brunson at his ClickFunnels Funnel Hacking Live event 2 weeks ago commissioned a movie to be made called The Underground Railroad. And it's about the story of these guys who go to Haiti to infiltrate a sex trafficking ring who are selling children, like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, 13-year-old children off as prostitutes and as sex slaves. So these guys come in and rescue these children. So Russell Brunson, the owner of partner of ClickFunnels, commissioned a film crew to film this story of how they went into Haiti in real time. Like they took cameras with them and they actually rescued kids and documented it and told the story. And as a part of that, Russell believes that doing good is good business, and I believe it is too. So during the ClickFunnels event for 4 days, over $1 million was raised by over 3,000 people who were in the audience to help children get released from sex trafficking and prostitution. And when you make your money in your business, you want to give it back to causes that matter to you. And we want to help you reach those causes. You can't be a socially conscious entrepreneur if you're not making the right amount of profit. So we can help you get where you want to go so you can get what you want. You can help the charities get what they want. And hey, I'll get what I want too. So we all get a little piece of that pie. So I don't see any other questions coming through. So that looks like we're all finished. I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you so much for jumping on this webinar and watching it all the way to the end. Once again, go to go.trafficmills.com/book. Book the time to put your $97 deposit down. After that, you're going to go to the page where you see the green button that says Access Product Here. Click on that button, and it will take you to our booking calendar where you can book a date and time on our calendar, and we can work together with you and explore some options to see if we can help you. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on the webinar. You have a great rest of your day. I look forward to speaking to every single one of you who want to do business with us, and we'll see where it goes. Blessings to you all, and have a great day. Bye.